Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with my buddy Graeme with us from Giggo. Hey, Graeme, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always.
So, Graeme, I asked you to come on the show today because one of the things I find is property investors and managers, we often have trouble finding the right contractors, finding contractors and then finding the right contractors. So, can you talk a little bit about that and how your product can help?
Yeah, what we're seeing is property managers, property investors, they're still doing everything manually, either calling or if you have a great relationship with the contractor, you're texting, but there's still a ton of time in between the search and the actual arrival and repair. The way Giggo has fixed that problem is we've reduced those search and wait times and costs by reducing those wait times to 4 clicks and 2 hours, quite a bit under the over 6 hours that we're seeing.
Because you're seeing the same thing that most of us see, that's really hard to find contractors. You'll reach out like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call you on Tuesday, Graeme. They didn't say which Tuesday.
Right,
So,
right.
and it's like, okay, but I need this solved. And sometimes, I think, as businesses, they're looking at saying, well, what is this job? How long will it take? And what's the priority? So sometimes we're trying to line it up to maybe take jobs that we're going to make more money off first.
Right. We're seeing a lot of contractors, they're really going after those big jobs, but as this recession hits, people are moving away from buying homes and doing full remodels, and it's going more towards maintenance and repair, which generally it does save you a ton of money down the line, not holding off on those maintenance issues.
So talk to us a little bit about how Giggo can help. How does it work? How does it make life easier for everyone?
Yeah, so first, we're 4 times faster than our competitors. Like I said before, we've reduced the search and wait times from over 6 hours to 4 clicks and 2 hours. And really what we're looking to do is make sure every single one of the residents or our residents and contractors get the work they need, and for residents get the work done as soon as possible. Because if you wait for a problem, the cost goes up, and property managers and investors know that better than anyone.
Yeah. Now, how do you find the contractors and how do you make sure they're talented at what they do?
So there's 2 parts. We can use and we have been using property managers and investors, their own network of contractors, and we could also bring our own contractors. The way we vet is we have a 3-part system. We do an internet dive. We check their business admin, make sure they're registered, as well as their insurance. The insurance is a must, and also make sure they're licensed as well.
I really like this product for both sides. I mean, it's a way for, contractors to get some steady work. And like you said, it eliminates the biggest headache of being a homeowner as you look down and be like, oh, it's my tenant. What's wrong now? And then, like you said, you may have a day at work where you're at work, you're busy, like, I don't have time to make these calls. And now, like you said, well, that drip's really turned into a major drip now.
Right.
I put it off because I had a busy week, or, as we enter the end of the year where some people might be taking some downtime, trying to find someone that's available. So this is going to help with all of that, right?
Right. Yeah. And perfect example. I was working with a resident. They had a leak in their bathroom, small leak, a little bit of water damage on the wall. Didn't really think anything of it, but when we got into the wall, there was mold, and we ended up having to take down a couple walls and get all that stuff cleaned out and put the wall back up. And that really speaks to how a small problem can become a big problem, and that's what we're trying to take care of.
So how can people reach out to you? How can they learn more about the product?
Yeah, you can learn more at Giggo app, GIGGOAPP.com. You can also find me on LinkedIn at Graeme Gates, GRAEME Gates, GATES.
Awesome, Graeme. I really appreciate you taking a couple minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Yeah, thanks for having me.